Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 7-day boot camp that I'm hosting. My name is Aaron Evans. I've been a part of this amazing trading industry of foreign exchange for the past 6 years. Quick little background. I started in 2018. It was a fraternity brother of mine who introduced me to this space, and I am truly grateful for him. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. But why am I doing this boot camp? The reason why I'm doing this boot camp because I'm actually internally frustrated with the trading community as a whole. And here's why. What the trading industry has been dealing with for the past 6 years is a mixture of network marketers who trade Forex, bots who trade Forex, influencers who trade Forex, and then people who generally want to learn the skill. And because of the confusion of network marketers selling Forex, bots on Twitter and Threads and Instagram promoting Forex, and then influencers not really teaching Forex, but showing how Forex is profitable, it causes a lot of people who want to learn the skill of trading a lot of confusion of how I would say it, of authenticity. And my goal is to challenge the authenticity of what we do when it comes to the sales, because I don't judge somebody based on how profitable they are. I judge somebody on how valuable they are. Like, for example, if you're selling a course on trading, specifically trading, but nobody has ever seen your face before, you hide behind a meme or a picture and all you do is drop posts and drop withdrawals, I don't call that valuable, because guess what? You lose the relatability of the people that you're telling that trading works. And then you have influencers. I love what they do. They show the lifestyle, they show the money, they show the cars, they show the trips, they show the girls, they show the watches and stuff like that. But that's not always realistic for the average person, because I've gained to understand not everybody wants to be rich, but everybody is looking for the freedom of mental real estate so they can create stability in their life. So they need extra income to free up mental real estate so they can live the life that they truly want to live. And sometimes it's not to be rich, it's just to be stable. And then the problem with network marketing, which is cool, is that because you're selling the skill of Forex, people don't really know, do you actually know the skill of Forex that you're selling? So my goal with this boot camp is to open people up to the idea that there are people like myself out there who know the skill really well, who can teach the skill really well, and are profitable all in the same realm. Because you can be profitable all day long, but but guess what? Just because you're profitable doesn't mean you have the skill set to teach others how to become profitable. Just because you have the lifestyle doesn't mean everybody wants your lifestyle. But yet that's what you're marketing. Everybody doesn't want to be in network marketing, but yet the skill of Forex is very valuable. So there's a lot of confusion. So I want this boot camp to serve as my way of giving value to the world for free, because it's my last piece and we're going to get started. Here's my last piece. If you are so knowledgeable about Forex, trading in general, then you should not be scared to give the game away for free online and then upcharge your mentorship because you're so valuable. That's how people like Tony Robbins and Q Banks and Ed Milet and all these different big entrepreneurs can charge $5,000, $10,000 for their mentorship, because when you go on their social media, they show their face, they show the results, they're authentic, and they give the game away for free every day. They give the game away because they're not afraid of people being successful or them losing business. It just helps their value stock. And that's what I want to do. I want to give the game away so much for free that, yes, you may never know me, you may never hear my name ever in your life, but yet I have impacted you because I was one of those few genuine, authentic traders who gives the game away, who shows their face, and is able to teach the skill to help others. And that's what exactly this boot camp is about, and that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. So I hope that all makes sense, but let's get right into the boot camp of what day one is about. Today is about the setup. One thing about trading that people don't realize is they don't talk about not how do you make money, but how do you position yourself to be able to earn the money? Just like in a job, you had to apply You had to have a resume. Like, wait for a job. What did you do? You went to school to get educated. Then you applied your education on a resume. And then you applied for the job. Then you did an interview for the job. And then you got hired. So you were comfortable with that process so the getting hired process started 4 steps before. And so when it comes to trading, yes, you want to be profitable, but there is a magnitude of steps that you have to take as a trader to even be in a position to make money. Just because you want to make money, but you don't have a broker account set up, how are you going to expect to make money? You want to be profitable in the markets, but you don't understand what your broker's laws are. You don't understand what regulations you're dealing with in the country that you're going to be trading in. Because I live in the United States. I have different regulations that I have to follow as a trader versus somebody like my brother Benji, who's in the UK. Completely different regulations he gets to follow. But guess what that does? The UK can allow him to trade with any broker that he wants to, but yet I'm in the United States and I have broker laws that I got to deal with. So that's those kind of things I'm going to discuss today. That's the difference between somebody even being profitable in this trading. You can't even implement a strategy if you don't have a broker account to practice on, right? You don't even have a broker account to practice on. So it doesn't matter what strategy I give you. It doesn't matter what risk management tools I give you. You can't even apply. So there's 4 things that this bootcamp is going to serve you today. Number 1 is education. Number 2 is application of the education. Number 3 is the mastery or the mindset of the application that you're learning from the education. And then number 4 is specialization. Every good trader that I know doesn't trade everything. They trade one thing and then diversify their profits from that one thing into different investment vehicles, such as real estate, such as gold, such as crypto, such as whatever. They get really good at trading like gold. They get really good at trading EU. They get really good at trading US 30 or SPX or SPY or QQQ or options. So your mission as a beginner trader in your setup is you have to come to the agreement in your mind that I'm going to get good at this one style of trading so well that now that my profits can be used to diversify in the different avenues. And I'll give you a great example. LeBron James got really, really good at basketball. And because he got really, really good at basketball, he used the money he was making from the thing that was paying him to diversify in owning pieces of Liverpool, of creating a shoe, of getting his son into the league, marketing. But guess what LeBron James is good at the very core? Basketball. So us as traders, we have to be comfortable being okay with only being good at, let's say, gold for right now. Get good at gold. Get good at indices. Get so good that the profits can now allow you the time to trade something else. All right, so hear me clearly when I say that. I'm not stopping you from trading whatever you want to trade, but I'm imploring to you, the best traders are so good at one form of trading, and then they use their profits to create time so they can go learn something else. Become good at one thing, master that, and then use the residual money that you're making to go learn something else. And that's what I've done. I only got good at Forex. And now I got good at Forex that allowed me to learn options. It allowed me to learn stocks. It allowed me to learn e-commerce because I got so good at Forex. So that is why I want to preface that in your setup, you have to come to that agreement. And once you do, that frees up so much mental real estate because once again, this is the setup, right? As you are beginning your trading journey, there's a couple things that you're going to run into. Number 1 is social media. At the moment you start learning how to trade, for whatever reason, your entire social media algorithm will start showing you traders and results, in courses, in programs, in lifestyle, in events, in marketing, the moment you start learning how to trade. So I want you to be I want you to be aware of the distractions that are going to come into your life the moment you commit in your mind and in your heart that you want to actually get good at trading. There's going to be a lot of distractions that are going to take you off the path of becoming a good trader. So I want you to understand, be very careful about your distractions and be very careful who you tell that you're trading as well. Because the word trading right now has such a negative connotation when it comes to the internet. because everybody thinks that it's a scam, you are going to get pressured by your family, your friends, and even your loved ones that trading is a scam. You need to stick to your job. And I'm going to tell you right now, the only reason that they say that is because they're ignorant to the knowledge that is in this market. That's the only reason they're saying that. And because they love you, they don't want you to blow your bread, or they had a bad investment experience. And so they caution you to not do it because they don't want you to lose money. But at the end of the day, you are your own person. You have your own ambitions. So hold on to that. And then the last thing is stick to your why. Why do you trade in the first place? Why can be broken down into two different things. It's an acronym. What hurts you? So the reason why you're trading is something that's hurting you. You don't have enough time to spend. You don't have enough time to be with your family. You don't have enough money to take your girl on dates. You don't have enough money to get that wardrobe that you wanted. Maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to pay off debt. What is hurting you can be your fuel to continue trading even when times get hard. But also your why can be something that's helping you. What's helping you? Maybe it's the fact that your mom is growing up in a single parent household, and so you want to use that fuel to get her to retire your mom. Maybe it's because you have nieces and nephews that are in abusive households that you want to help. That can help you push forward. Maybe it's because you're already an ambitious person. That can help you. So you have two different ways to continue the skill set of what's hurting you and what's helping you. Combine the two together, and that's going to get you through a lot of the tough times in this beginning phase of trading. So I hope that makes sense, but those are the biggest things. So I'm going to recap. Be careful of social media when you first start, because it's going to try to distract you. The second thing is you want to hold on to your why and stick to what got you first. What was the reason why you wanted to trade in the first place? And make sure the reason why you trade is way bigger than the money. The reason that I trade, I'm going to be honest. The reason why I trade in the foreign exchange market and I invested, period, is because I grew up in a two-parent household with a loving mother and father. But when I walk out in the world and I see single moms out there, single dads out there with children being raised in single-parent households, statistically, kids who raised in single-parent households are not that successful, but one of the biggest reasons why single-parent households are even created in the first place is because number one, either the dad has been locked up by the system or the mom was convinced by the government to give birth to children without the father so she can give him welfare by the government, or the mom and the dad had financial issues, so they had a divorce so they can go make money their own other ways, or number three, they grew up in an abusive household, so they split. What I've become to realize is I want to bring families together. And one of the biggest things that breaks families apart is money. It's finances. That's one of the biggest reasons why families break up. It's not because they don't love each other. It's not because they don't care for each other. They don't have the money to do the things that they want to do as a family. So they always have to feel like they're sacrificing. They always have to feel like they're doing less things because they don't have the money to take their kids to Disney World, to take their kids to AAU basketball, for the dad to be able to drop their daughter off at school, to go to the daddy-daughter dates, to take their kids to prom. They don't have that opportunity as a loving family, as a unit, because finances are in the way. So I want to be able to help families learn the skill of trading so they can have the excess income to stick together through the tough times. That's why I do it. Why do you trade? Make sure your why is deeper than the money, and you'll be able to trade a lot longer than a lot of these people. I've been in the game 6 years. And that's what reminds me every single day why I do this. That's why I love to teach, because I want to help out families just like how my family helped out me. Why do you want to trade? Make sure it's deeper than the money. And that's going to get you through some really, really tough times. All right. So first thing about the setup, something that you have to be very careful of is picking the right broker. So what I'm actually going to do for you guys today is I'm actually going to go show you guys a website that allows you guys to see all the different brokerages that are happening in the world and allows you to see what brokers are compatible with your country. Because like I said earlier in the bootcamp, one of the biggest things that's hard for traders is finding a broker that aligns with the regulations and the laws within the country that you reside. So Benji in the UK, I know somebody said they're in Dubai. Somebody else said they're in Nigeria. We all can't trade on the same broker, but we all have access to the same market. So this website I'm going to show you guys today is called wikifx.com. Okay, so wikifx.com is literally a ginormous website where you guys can go to, you guys can Google and research any broker in the world. Any broker in the world, and see if they're a couple things: regulated, unregulated, and are they reliable? One of the biggest things you have to pay attention to is when you hear the words regulated and unregulated, here's what that means. When a broker says that they're a regulated broker, that means that they follow all of the rules and regulations that the country that they reside in has placed on them. For example, here in the United States, every regulated broker inside of the United States has to follow the laws set by the Federal Trade Commission and the Security Exchange Commission. Whatever regulations those two government organizations have kept, the brokerages who offer us to trade Forex or stocks or whatever have to fit those regulations. And if they don't fit those regulations, they become something called unregulated. So for example, in the UK, you guys have a different set of regulations that you guys have, that the brokers over in the UK have to follow. That's what makes it regulated versus unregulated. So for me in the United States, I have 3 brokerages that I'm going to give you guys that I utilize here in the US. So I use a broker called Forex.com, FXWay.com, and Nash Markets. Those are the 3 brokerages that I utilize. So if you guys want to duplicate me, Forex.com is only good in the United States, but FXWay and Nash Markets are compatible with other countries around the globe. And a cool thing about it is, so let's say we look up FXWay.com, FXWay on the website. So like I just said, FXWay is an unregulated broker, meaning they don't follow any regulations within the country. Now, they have a score of 1.42 because they're unregulated brokers. Does that mean it's a bad broker? No. Let me make this clear. Does that make them a bad broker? No, it doesn't make them a bad broker. But it's a lot of times when brokerages are operating in certain areas around the world, let's just use this as an example. What you're going to see is a few things, right? You're going to see a couple things, right? You're going to have a low score. Please stay away. No license, 2 to 5 years, St. Lucia, high potential risk. This is where they're located, right? This is their Facebook. This is their Twitter. You guys as investors can do your due diligence to see if the brokerage that you're going to invest your money into is actually worth the energy. Because the reason why a lot of these brokers have scores like this is not only just because of regulation. It's because what happens is when a broker is regulated in a country, let's say, for example, that broker runs out of business. They lose money. They completely shut down. A regulated broker has to refund all of the people that are trading in that brokerage. By law, they have to give your money back. So if you have a $100,000 account and you're trading on $100,000 on a regulated broker, if that broker falls under, they have to give you $100,000 because they have to follow the law. If they're unregulated, they don't have to follow those same laws. So yes, is it a risk for Aaron Evans to be using this broker? Absolutely it is. But I understand that up front. So if you are going to go down the unregulated route of a broker that's not in your country, then just be aware of the fact that in the event if the broker decides to shut down, you won't get your money back. All right, so please take note of that. Please be aware, because a lot of people mess up right here of picking the broker that works for them. So I like this broker. I've gotten withdrawals from them. I've gotten profits from them for the past 4 years. So I'm just giving you guys exactly what I use. I don't want to sugarcoat nothing. This is what I use, but of course you don't have to do what I do. I'm just giving you resources where you guys can do your own research. It works. So we can use this broker. Another international broker that's awesome that I know that works, that's very favorable in the globe, is IC Markets. Now, the reason why I would love to use IC Markets, but the thing is, we can't use them in the United States. That's the bad part about it. I can't use them in the United States. Check this out. Here's something that you guys can do on every broker's website. If you go down to IC Markets website, for example. So let's say you guys are going to IC Markets website and you're looking at, okay, I want to use them as a broker, but I don't really know if they're good in my country or not, or they're compatible with my country. With that being said, all you guys got to do is just scroll down to the bottom of every broker's website and read the terms and conditions here at the bottom. And it will tell you what countries are not compatible with the broker. So for example, Raw Trading Ltd does not provide services for residents of certain countries such as the United States of America, Canada, Brazil, Israel, New Zealand, Iran, and North Korea. So if you're in the UK, you can use this broker. If you're in Singapore, use the broker. If you're in Dubai, you can use this broker. If you're in Africa, you can use this broker. All these brokers are going to tell you is what countries they cannot be used in. So if you don't see your country listed on the broker's website that you're looking to invest into as the country that they cannot do business with you in, you're in the clear. You got yourself a broker. Sign up, follow the rules, read the regulations, and you're done. That's how you find yourself a broker the right way. Do the research, figure out if they can even be used in your country, so then you don't have to have a headache of, oh, I don't know if this broker is good or not. I don't know what's good. Or guys, make it really easy. Hit the chat box on the broker's website and just ask, hey, I'm based out in Nigeria. I'm curious if I'm learning, I want to use your broker for Forex. Can I use this broker in Nigeria? Bam, right here, general advice. Hey, I'm based out in whatever, can I use? Awesome. Sign up. So with that being said, so that's how you guys get into it. So for today, that's the overview of the brokers. Drop a 7 if that makes sense. What I just broke down to you guys, if this makes sense to you guys, just drop a thumbs up in the chat, thumbs up on the Zoom, 7 in the chat, and see if this is making some sense. Okay, awesome. Great. This is great. So for today, what we're going to do is I'm going to be leveraging my broker, FXWay, here in the United States. And we're going to go into how to set up a demo and how do you actually fund up a trading account. One of the things that I've learned in the game of trading that social media doesn't really do well, they don't break down to the general public how to actually fund up. You know what I mean? Like they don't, there's a lack of disconnect of somebody walking through people through the steps of how to actually fund up a live broker account. Because guess what? I was in the chat today. Guess what people were saying? I want to start as soon as possible. I want to start as soon as possible. I want to make his money as soon as possible. But guess what? To make his money as soon as possible, you got to set up a broker. And you got to be able to know how to fund up your live account or your demo account to even make money, period. Right? So I'm waiting for this email to run my email, and I'm going to be setting up for you guys a brand new demo account from scratch. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to connect your demo account to TradeLocker specifically so you guys can practice on your own. So I want to go ahead and put my code in here. Oh, always set up two-factor authentication. If you guys set up two-factor authentication with your brokerages, do that. It's for security. There's a lot of scammers in the world. There's a lot of fraud in the world. So you guys want to be really, really conscious of your brokerages and your security. Please protect yourself. All right. Just like this. As an example, traders can be targeted for fraudsters. So with that being said, just have that security in the back of your mind so you can protect yourself. So this is the dashboard. This is the dashboard. Most unregulated brokers or most brokerages look like this. There's a few things that you got to know. Deposit, withdrawal, my accounts, internal transfer. We're going to get into internal transfers later in the boot camp when we talk about profit maximization and risk management. So that's going to be on Thursday. But these 3 tools here, a lot of people make a mistake on. The moment you set up your broker account, your first step is verification. Get verified. Why? Brokers are it's like a business at the end of the day. You have to develop a relationship with them. Because if you don't, let's say you make some money in the market and you want to withdraw it so you can take your lovely lady friend, or you want to go out to dinner, or you want to travel. If you're not verified with the broker or you have not developed a relationship, the broker themselves will take longer to get you your money versus somebody else like me who's been using them constantly. Uploading my ID and I make withdrawals of them as quickly as possible, because what they have to know, we have to build trust between the investor and the broker. There has to be some kind of trust. So with you identifying yourself and verifying your ID and making withdrawals with the broker, and it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $100. Make it easy. Do small withdrawals, because guess what the broker now knows? They know who you are. They recognize your wallet. They recognize, they know who you are now. They develop the trust with you. You develop the trust with them because you're getting paid. So now when you are super profitable and you're having $5,000 weeks, $10,000 withdrawals, you don't have to wait 1 to 2 business days for that withdrawal to hit your bank account. You only have to wait maybe an hour up to 4 hours. I'm telling you this because that happened to me. When I had my biggest withdrawal of $1,000 back in 2 years, like 3 years ago, one of my biggest withdrawals ever of like $1,000, it took them 2 to 3 business days for me to get the withdrawal because I failed to build a relationship with them in the beginning. After that withdrawal, I was withdrawing $100 every week just so I can maintain that relationship. And so now, if I request withdrawal again for $1,000, I get it quicker. So I always verify yourself before you even put money into the account. Before you even do anything else, do the verification process, get that knocked out, get verified, set up your security. The second thing you need to do is you need to make a deposit. This is if you're going the live account route. So if you are making a deposit into your broker, there's a couple ways you can do it. You like crypto? Cool. Utilize cryptocurrency. If you guys got Coinbase, if you guys got crypto.com, Binance, whatever cryptocurrency website you utilize, a lot of brokers utilize cryptocurrency as their form to fund up a trading account. So once again, do your research on the broker and figure out how do they take deposits. Because with a regulated broker like Forex.com in the United States, I can just put my debit card and I can just put my bank card on their website and I can automatically deposit funds straight from my bank account that way. But for others, it's completely different, right? So you just want to make sure you just pay attention to that. So make a deposit via Bitcoin and follow those steps and you'll be good. So let's set up a demo. Let's set up a demo for today and let's go over TradeLogger. So something that you guys can do is you go to My Accounts. You could go to whatever. So on here, a lot of these brokerages have something that says demo. So you go to demo. I'm going to select the currency, US dollar, because yes, I'm based in the US. Leverage. Now, the leverage is up to you. Let me quickly explain leverage just for anybody who needs to know. What leverage is the broker's ability to allow you fluctuation in the market on how to trade, for example. The higher the leverage, the more riskier it is. The lower the leverage, the less risky. So as we get into funded accounts later in the week, you can start off with something just because it's a demo, we can set up a 1 to 500 leverage. Something easy, and then set up a balance. When you guys are setting up a demo account to practice with these brokers, set up a demo that's realistic. Like, ask yourself, do you really have $3,000 to put into a live account? No. You may have 100, you may have 500, so you might as well set up a demo account. Yeah, so it's the broker's ability to get you into more instruments. So if you have a higher leverage, that means the broker is going to allow you to take more riskier trades, whether it's exotic, such like as the ZAR or the ruble or trading other currency pairs. The higher leverage, the more the broker is going to allow you to get into the more of exotics and a little bit more volatile setups, such as indices, and what kind of lot size you can utilize for the indice. So if you have a higher leverage, you can trade NAS with like a 0.01. But if you have a lower leverage, the broker is not going to allow you to trade NAS with a 0.01. Or you might not have the money to get into the setup anyway. So that's what the leverage is based off of, but every broker's leverage is different. But for this case, 1 to 500 leverage. And then when you guys are selecting your balance, pick a balance that's going to be as realistic as possible when you decide to go live. So if you're going to trade a demo and you don't have $10,000, don't set up a demo account for 10 grand. Set up a demo account for like 500. Why? Because it gives you the most realistic expectation of real life market movement. Because a demo, yes, it's a practice account, but you're going to be trading in a real live market. You're going to be in an active market every day trying to figure out this trading thing. So you might as well use an account, a balance that's going to be most reflective of when you get this thing down and it's time to fund up a live account, you've been practicing with that balance anyway. So then it's going to be easier for you to do what? Be profitable because you've been practicing on it. So we're going to create the account. We'll create the account. And once you do the sign up, make sure your email is right, make sure that stuff is in order, etc. So the demo account's going to get set up. I'm going to get something called credentials. Every new trader, every account that you set up, you're always going to be emailed or sent to you credentials. These credentials allows you to log in to that account that you funded or you're trading on onto the trading platform. So I want to explain how this whole ball game works. Step number one, you got to set up a broker. You got to have a bank account. Make sure you have money somewhere ready to set up. You set up your broker. You get verified, you get your documents in order. Then you deposit funds from your bank account into your brokerage account. Then you can connect your brokerage account to a trading platform such as MT4, MT5, TradeLocker, CTrader, etc. Then you can connect the broker to the trading platform, and then you can go ahead and start trading. Without the broker, you can't trade. You can have the apps and do the stuff there, but if you're looking to make money in the market, get a brokerage account. Because then the money's going from your bank to the broker, connects the broker to the website, live trading, start making money. And then in reverse, once you make money from the platform, you make a withdrawal out of your brokerage account, and then it goes into your bank account. That's how you actually make money in this game. That's the actual process. No one's going to tell you. I'm telling you. That's exactly how it goes. All right? So please take note on that. Please put that in your brain. So now, I've just got the credentials. So I'm actually going to log into my email here for you guys. And what email you're usually going to get is going to look something like this. You're going to get something like this, where, thank you, bro, for real. So with that being said, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get something called your credentials. It's going to say, hi, Aaron, or hi, Benji, or hi, whoever. You have successfully registered your TradeLocker demo account, and you are now moments away from whatever. Your TradeLocker login details as follows. This right here is where a lot of people make the mistake. This should be like a favorite email. I don't know if whatever email you set up VIP notifications, you flag it. Anytime you get a message from your broker like this, or withdrawal, or deposit, or news, your broker should have the same amount of importance as your mom texting you dinner's ready. Like, you want to put that as just as high of a priority as your mom telling you when you was a kid, hey, it's time to go get dinner, and you was hungry and you needed to go, or you had a test you had to study for, but your friends wanted to go out, and you wanted to go drink, you wanted to go party, or you wanted to play video games when you was a kid. But what did your parents say? Do your homework first, and then you can have fun later. If you don't do this right, there's no way you're going to be successful in trading, because you'll always mess up here. So make sure you guys get this thing down. Now, it's going to give you the steps. TradeLocker has a link. Click the link. All right, click the link. It's going to take you to the TradeLocker webpage. Now, I already have some accounts on TradeLocker already set up, but for this example, since I'm setting up a brand new demo, I'm going to be going down to this side. I'm going to log out for now. I'm going to log out. It has my email in there, it has my password. But now guess what I do? I go over to my demo account. I put my email, I'll put my account number, and I'll put my account password. I'll literally copy and paste to TradeLocker. That's all you got to do. Copy and paste. So there's my email. All right. Then there's my password. So then I'll delete my password now. I'm going to go into my TradeLocker. I'm going to go in my email. There's my account number. Here's my password. Copy and paste. All right. Copy and paste. Just like this. Copy. And then go here. Paste. Server. FXWay demo, just like it says in the email. Server, FXWay demo. You cannot mess up if you copy and paste. Just copy and paste it. Make it easy. Log in. All right, now once you log in, you, ladies and gentlemen, now have an account, a legitimate account ready to go trade. And now you guys can actually start trading and actually start practicing in the market. Make sure you guys follow all those steps. All right. On Monday, when we do the charts, we'll go over the charts. But for today, this is all about the setup. Make sure you do this thing correct and take your time. Don't rush up the setup. If you rush the setup part, you're going to get so frustrated later down the road when you're trying to get a withdrawal and everything. So set this up properly. Now, cool thing about TradeLocker, realize I use it, has an app, has a website. If you guys use TradingView, if you're very familiar with TradingView, I like TradeLocker just because not only am I getting a TradingView chart, I'm also getting all the instruments from TradingView on a chart. I got a TradingView chart with the same trading instruments from TradingView, but yet I can take live trades right here without flipping through screens. I can stay on here and mark up a chart just like I would on TradingView, and I can take trades on one web page. I don't got to flip around. That's why I like it. Everybody has a preference. I don't even have to pull out my phone. I can literally keep my phone on a charger and do all my trading right here and keep my distractions away from me. It's pretty nifty. So let's break down TradeLocker a little bit. Like I said, we were going to go over it. So let's break this out a little bit. What can you do on TradeLocker? So number one, like I said, you have your TradingView screen. It's just like here down here. What does it say? Chart by TradingView. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, right? Now, on this page, we'll dive into this on Monday. Tomorrow, we'll dive into the actual chart breakdowns and stuff tomorrow. But for just the sake of understanding the platform, you'll have you can take live trades right here on a chart, buy and sell. It'll tell you if the market for that instrument is open or closed or not. So let's say, for example, I don't know when the market's going to open up for Forex or whatever market you're trading, stocks or whatever, just like that. It'll tell you right here, market closed. So that means you can't implement any trades until it opens, and it gives a countdown. So you just gotta wait. That's perfectly fine. On the right hand side, this is where you guys can find whatever instrument you want to trade. So whether it's all cryptos, energy, shares, crosses, exotics, majors, pros, indexes, metals, US shares, which are companies, which is stocks, I can go on here and I can trade Apple if I wanted to. I can trade Amazon if I wanted to, right? Here's a cool thing that people don't know. You can trade the stock market on Forex brokers. So let's say you don't want to trade stocks on Robinhood or Webull. Some Forex brokers will allow you to trade stocks. You can day trade stocks. Apple, Amazon, Boeing, Bank of America, CitiCard, I think, Costco, CVS, Facebook, Meta, I think FedEx, Google, HP, IBM, Intel, Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan, MA, I don't know what MA is, but I think MA was, I don't know what that is, but I think it's McDonald's, Microsoft, Netflix, Tesla, Oracle, Visa. Like, you have the ability to trade some of the top companies, and I think NVIDIA as well for some brokers, not all. But you have the ability to trade stocks on a foreign exchange brokerage, and you can trade cryptos. So for my cryptocurrency people, right? Oh man, I want to day trade cryptos, bro. You have almost every single cryptocurrency here: Solana, XRP, Shiba Inu, Litecoin, Ethereum, Ethereum Cash, Polkadot, Bitcoin. Right now, let's say you love a certain pair that you like to trade. So let's say I really love gold. So XAU USD. I love gold. I love gold. I trade gold. And I don't want to continue to flip chart to chart to chart and try to look for it all the time. What you guys can actually do is you can go in here and you can favorite the broker, the pair, or whatever you trade. So you'll right click the pair and you're going to go to add to favorites. Now you're going to click the star, and now you can quickly get to your favorite currency pairs or stocks that you like to trade right here. So this is part of the setup, right? Set yourself up for success. You know how people say success loves speed, right? Everybody says, oh man, success loves speed, success loves speed, 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 speed. Well, don't you think that the fastest people in the world spent the most time preparing themselves to be that fast? Like I read an article. Usain Bolt, he holds the world record. He only ran for a total of 10 minutes on television his entire running career. He's only ran for a total of 10 minutes live on television. But he spent over 15,000 hours off camera preparing for a 9-second race to be the fastest man in the world. Think about all the people who do business. Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, Ed Mylett, whoever is a successful billionaire. Read their bios long enough, they spent more time in the preparation phase than the actual doing phase. Because once they were prepared to do the thing, then the success came in so quick, it looked like they were doing. It looked like they were going so fast. But the only reason why they were going so fast is because they spent the most energy in the preparation phase. They prepared and studied and prepared and studied so that when it was time to receive those fruits of the seeds that they sowed in the ground, it's coming to them so fast. Now everybody's like, oh my God, how are you so successful so quickly? You didn't see all the time they spent preparing. You as a trader, you should be more worried about your trading just as much as you're worried about being profitable. Are you prepared to even execute the trade? Are you even prepared mentally, spiritually, and emotionally to be in the market? Are your charts set up for you can be effective on the chart? Because here's the thing, trading is not, you're not trying to be on the charts 24/7. Your goal is not to be on the charts all day long. Your goal is to get on the chart, get your results, get off the charts, and go live your life. But the most successful traders in the world, they spent the time setting up what their background on the chart was, what color they wanted to use, what tools that they wanted to use, what instruments are they going to trade, make sure they're favorited. They made sure their desktop was in the right way. So now they don't ever have to worry about resetting up again, because one of the worst things that you're going to face as a trader is having to always reset your charts over and over and over again. If you set it up once, the right time, one time, you never have to worry about it again. That's literally the definition of residual income. Doing one thing one time and getting paid residually over and over and over again because you did that one thing one time. This is how you do it. Find the things that you want to trade. Favorite them. Get them favorited on here. Get them in a favorite so that it's easy for you to click and switch. Because time in trading is so important. 1 second too late, you miss your entry. 1 second too early, you're over leveraged. So the biggest thing, just have your chart set up properly. All right. Tomorrow I'll dive a little bit more how the stuff correlates. But here on TradeLocker as well, we're going to get into this also, is the different kind of ways you can get into the market. TradeLocker has that tools, market execution, pending orders, buy, sell. We'll talk about that, especially on Thursday when we get into the profitability side of things and getting into setups. We'll talk about that with this here. And then, of course, at your bottom is your history page. All right. So as we dive a little bit deeper into trading a little bit more, we'll dive into the history page. It shows you your closed positions. It shows you your balance. It shows you the trades that you've taken from the last 7 days. And I think I just made a fresh demo somewhere. Okay, so actually, here's one of my demo accounts that I've been working on because I'm looking to pass a funded account, a $50,000 funded. Here's a great example. Right? Oh, I'm in profit 40 bucks. Okay, that's what's up. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So check this out. Close positions. So I'm using this demo account. I started at 50K and I'm looking to pass a 50K funded account pretty soon. So I set up this demo account to emulate the funded account that I'm going to be trying to pass, which is funded pips. But you guys can see on here my results of my practice. So something that's really cool with TradeLocker that you guys can see, which I really, really like on here. What up, what up, what up? What's going on, brother man? Welcome to the call. Is a few things that you guys get to see. And we're going to dive this deeper a little bit more for sure. But It gets to see what instrument you got into, what time did you enter the trade, did the trade hit stop loss or take profit, what kind of trade did you take, what was your lot size, when did you get in, when did you get out, what was the TP that you set, what time did you get out, what price did you get out at, and how much did you win or lose. I love that attention to detail, because one of the biggest things is you as a trader in the beginning stages, your history page needs to become your best friend. I'll tell you like this. Your history page will tell more about you as a person than your mentor will ever tell you. Are you aggressive? Do you not let your trades win all the way? Do you cut your losers short? Do you cut your winners short, but you hold your losers too long? Because guess what also this is going to tell you? If you close out a trade manually, meaning that you went into your broker and you close the trade out yourself, it will show up in the form of market. Means that you manually went in and closed your trade. But if you let the trade hit the take profit that you set, it will say take profit, meaning that the market came to your take profit and then the broker themselves took you out. For example, another way to see that here is oh, my laptop out there. Hold on, y'all. All right, we're plugged in, we're charged. We shouldn't lose anybody from here. Okay, check this out. Cool thing. A good way to know if, and we'll talk about this in the risk management piece later in the bootcamp. But for an example here, I set my take profit for 24.06 on a buy that I took. My exit price is very much the same. What that tells you is I, as Aaron Evans, allowed for the market to come to my take profit. What you don't see on social media is this. You don't really get to see this part. Oh, did the guy on social media post his chart? Okay, he's up $50,000, but that's active. He hasn't taken profit yet. He's just up 50 grand on his trading account on his MT4 screen that he's advertising to social media. That doesn't actually mean he just made 50 bands. It just shows that he's in profit 50,000, but he hasn't secured 50,000. I always measure somebody based off of the abundance of their withdrawals, not their profit. Are you, at the end of the day, I don't care how profitable you are. I don't care how much money you make. But are you making withdrawals at the end of the day? Are you withdrawing money out of the market physically in your hands? No. Then, bro, your blue screen on Instagram means nothing to me because you're not actually making the withdrawals. And unfortunately, people don't show that online. And so that's that word. So I'm confident in telling you guys right now that I am using a demo account, a $50,000 demo, to practice for a funded account I want to get past. That's the purpose of a demo account. Use a demo account to practice your intentions. If you intend to just make money trading, then make money on your demo. Prove to yourself that the strategy that you're utilizing is actually profitable. You want to make money in trading, but your demo account is always in the negative. So what do you think is going to happen when you go to a live account? You're not going to be making no money. So focus, see if you can become profitable on your demo first. Use your demo to deal with your habits, deal with your traumas, deal with your psychology issues. Let the demo account be the home place to get that stuff out of your system. Once again, if you guys don't believe me, check me out. Just to prove, here's all of my trades I've ever taken. You guys can sell right here. Deposit, 50 grand. This was on August the 5th. And these are every trade that I've taken and what my balance has turned into. So now I can look back and go, wow, okay, I see what I messed up at. Okay, I see where I could have adjusted. Or I could see this, or I could see that. All right. For example, I'm in a live trade right now with Bitcoin. I bought it at 55,690. I'm holding this thing to 70K. But just as an example, what you guys can see is that I'm in an active trade, as you guys can see right there. You guys can also see that I'm up $40 on it because of my profit loss statement. You guys can also see that I set a stop loss for this trade, but not a take profit. You guys can also see, where I got in, where my stop loss was, and how much I'm risking on this trade with the specific lot size of a 0.01. So moving forward for the boot camp, guys, I am going to be breaking down a little bit more of Trade Locker, what you guys are going to be seeing on your charts, etc. But today's focus was just the setup, making sure you guys are picking the right brokers, making sure you guys know how to connect your brokers to the correct website, making sure you guys know what broker is compatible with the country that you live in that's following certain regulations. How do you get your broker account actually on a live chart so you guys can make money? And so that when we follow the rest of this boot camp for the next 7 days, you guys are now set up properly. So I appreciate you guys for day number 1. I'm going to be dropping the recording in the chat for you guys. And last thing I can tell you guys about this trading journey, man. I wish I learned this when I first started. Do not compare someone's chapter 10 to your chapter 1. Yes, be inspired by the people on social media who are making thousands of dollars trading in the market. They got the fancy cars, they got the beautiful children, the nice house, they're traveling, they're eating the good food. But you have to understand that they started somewhere. And now they've gotten there. Make sure you remember, this is about you at the end of the day. What is your why? Why are you trading in the first place? And stick to that. Because guess what? Rich people and wealthy people get just as easily depressed as poor people. They're still human at the end of the day. All right? So thank you guys so much for day number 1. I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will dive into a 3-day comprehensive chart session. Each day, we're going to go over the charts, marking up charts, setting up charts, and going over my personal strategy and how to get in a trade, setting stop losses and take profits. And then on Thursday, we'll get into risk management and profit maximization. And then Friday, we end off with fundamentals. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for this call today. I'll be dropping the recording in the chat, so please watch this from beginning to end and hope you guys gain a lot of value. All right, so thank you guys so much. Stay safe, stay blessed, and have a great rest of your evening. Peace.